An area round matchup between the Jubilee Brownsville Lady Titans and the Skidmore Tynan Lady Cats. We are in Kingsville, Texas at Kingsville King High School. We'll turn it over to the public address announcer for the announcement of the two teams at the pregame show.
We hope that you will enjoy the game and support the student athletes, the coaches, and the officials in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. And now, for your Skidmore Tynan Lady Cats. Number 1, Jasmine Terry. Number 2, Samantha Gutierrez. Number 3, Mari Gonzalez. Number 4, Adriana Flores. Number 5, Noemi Gonzalez. Number 6, Brittany Nojosa. Number 7, Nevaeh Gonzalez. Number 8, Brianna Flores. Number 9, Katrina Hernandez. Number 10, Jackie Hernandez. Number 11, Nedia Gonzalez. Number 12, Casey Strasburger. Number 14, Erica Hernandez. The head coach for your Skidmore Titans are Marty Austin, assisted by Brenda Giulia. And now for your Jubilee Brownsville Lady Titans. Number 1, Catherine Vasquez. Number 2, Fernanda Bernat. Number 3, Paula Vargas. Number 4, Leslie Valera. Number 5, Alexis Robinson. Number 6, Alondra Garcia. Number 7, Daniela Bernat. Number 8, Valentina Tejeda. Number 13, Lisa Garza. Number 16, Christina Bali. Number 18, Jasmine Gracia. The head coach for your Jubilee Brownsville is Rebecca Perez, assisted by Vanessa Rodriguez.
And that's the introduction to the two teams. It's Jubilee out of Brownsville, Texas, Skidmore Tynan, the high school, the Lady Cats and the Lady Titans. First serve coming up after this.
For the national anthem.
Thanks for watching Real Sports Live. Thanks for watching Real Sports Live.
Real Sports 5, number 1.
Hacienda Ford. Hacienda has it. Has what? Low monthly payments, a friendly buying process, and customer service like no other. It's simply a different way. It's a car buying experience you'll enjoy. With a huge Ford selection like Ford F-150s, Mustangs, Explorers, Escapes, the Ford Raptor, and a whole bunch more, buying a new Ford should be fun, and that's why we do it. Come see the difference at Hacienda Ford.
Hacienda has it.
Hi, we're Lady Vikings, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
We are back here on the pregame show as we've had the introduction of the two teams, the playing of the national anthem, and we are now waiting for the two teams to meet out at the net. at Kingsville King High School and Dome as we are getting set for this Class 3 matchup, an area round, second round volleyball playoff matchup between the Jubilee Lady Titans out of Brownsville and Skidmore Tynan, the Lady Cats. Thanks again for joining us for our broadcast. We do ask those fans that are watching our game, give us a shout out, if you will, on where you may be watching the game from. And more importantly, we always ask for fans who are watching the game on our social media to be sure to share the link, allow other fans to know these games are going on who may not be aware that they can watch these high school events. We have high school football on some other broadcasts tonight on Real Sports Live, but we started off with some high school volleyball. And this should be a good matchup between these two teams. Skidmore Tynan will be the visiting team on the scoreboard as the Lady Cats, under the direction of Holly Vasquez, their head coach, lost just 2 times in district play. She was telling me they had Gideon in their district, and that's a powerhouse on the volleyball side. They're still alive and well in the playoffs as well. Meanwhile, Jubilee Brownsville, the Lady Titans in their first season in UIL, have rattled off a 31-4 record. As we are set, the Lady Titans will be in the blue uniforms with the orange trim. Serving up for Skidmore Tynan is Jackie Hernandez. And we are set to go with the first serve. Best of 5, win by 2. If we get to game 5, it'll be to 15. Ball across. We saw some big hitting going on during the warm-ups. First set, down it goes. A big kill by Catriona Hernandez. Catriona Hernandez, we saw her during warm-ups, and she can bring it as a middle hitter for Skidmore Tynan to start this game. Another serve coming up for Jackie Hernandez. Line drive serve. Good play by the Lady Titans to set it up at the net. Spike across. Good dig on the back row by Naomi Gonzalez. Jubilee. Lady Titans set it up again. A spike by Daniela Bannock goes out of bounds. Cats on top 2-0 out of the gate. Skidmore Tynan serving. Deep knuckleball serve, carries out of bounds. That's a service error and a point to the Lady Titans. Here on Real Sports Live, high school coverage here of volleyball. Jubilee and Fernanda Bannock back to serve. Jump serve across. Good pass this time. They'll set up on the right side. Ball hit across. Lady Titans trying to set something up. Another swing by Bannock, played by the Lady Cats of Skidmore Tynan. Free ball carried out of bounds. We're tied at 2 apiece. 2-2 the score here in game 1. Back to serve is Fernanda Bannock. Once again for Jubilee with a jump serve with some pace. A good pass again. This time they'll set it on the left side. Hit across by Adriana Flores. Back set this time. Off the net this time. A right side hit by Bela Vargas. Ball back on the Skidmore Tynan side, and here comes Jubilee on the attack. Another set for Vargas. Gets it in the back corner. Nice dig by Jackie Hernandez. Set her up off the back row. A big approach. Partially blocked right back at you. Ball still alive on the rally. Longest rally here of this game early on in game 1. Punched over the blockers. That carries out of bounds. Point to the Lady Cats. They go up 3-2. If that's an indicator as the type of defense played tonight, we may be here for a long while before this one's decided. Brianna Flores back at the service line. Right-handed server. Serves it across. Picked up by Tijerina. They'll set it up. This is Vargas on that left side. Saved by Brittany Hinojosa. A middle set for Hernandez. Gets it over. Dug by Vargas. Helped out by Bannock. On the back row, a spike over by Tijerina. Played by the Lady Cats of Skidmore Tynan. Ball in the back corner. Another pass by Bannock. This time they'll set it off the net for Danielle Bannock. Ball back on the Skidmore Tynan side. Second hit over. Jubilee there to recover that. Ease one over. Opportunity here. They have to dig it out of the net. They do so. Free ball for Jubilee to work with. Good pass. High set. Middle hit. Spiked across. Diving play on the back row. Kept alive by Naomi Gonzalez. A pass by the libero on the back row for the Lady Titans as Alexis Robinson keeps it alive. Ball at the net. Punched over on the Jubilee side again. High set. Looking for Bannock. In the net it goes. Point scored. Lady Cats. Yet another long rally here to start game 1. Lady Cats from Skidmore Tynan showing they can play some tough defense. This serve across, a line drive just over the net. It's an ace, 5-2 lead. Skidmore Tynan early up on game one. Back to serve, Brianna Flores again. Flores with a high arcer serve. Played by Jubilee, ball off the net, Vargas gets it over. Skidmore Tynan on the attack, off the net, that's Catriona Hernandez. That one carries out of bounds. Point to the Lady Titans, makes it 5-3. Fans, again, we ask if you're watching this game, you will share the link with other fans who may not know this is going on. Our first coverage of Jubilee Brownsville and our first coverage of Skidmore Tynan on the volleyball side here in an area matchup. High set off the net, punched over, played by Skidmore Tynan. Lady Cats will set it up in the direction of Hinojosa. Gets it over. Jubilee with a back set right side, looking for the back corner. Vargas too much on that, and out of bounds it goes. Makes it a 6-3 game. Where you may be watching these games from, give us a shout out. It's always neat to see where fans are watching the games from here on Rio Sports. We're in Kingsville. Short serve, played by Jubilee. Set it up for Tijerina. Brings it across. Nice dig by Jasmine Terry, the libero. Ball in the net on the spike. And a point to the Lady Titans of Jubilee. That's the first time we see us outright set for Valentina Tijerina. Wearing number 8, middle hitter for Jubilee. And I'm telling you, my friends, the junior can bring it. They've got a lot of juniors on this squad. That serve carries out of bounds. Lady Cats of Skidmore Tynan back on top by 3. Check that, make it 2, and they'll serve. 6-4 ball game. Back to serve it is Adriana Flores. Gets it over. That's a near ace, and it is. Point scored, Lady Cats. They go up 7-4. Lady Titans trying to get their feet under them here in game one of this best of 5. Another service opportunity for Adriana Flores. Flores gets it across. Played by the Jubilee Lady Titans. Free ball here to work with. Hernandez, the setter, sets it up left side. Spike down and in. Jackie Hernandez on the kill. 8-4 game. Jubilee takes a timeout. Skidmore Tynan with a lead. Back after this. At San Benito Vision Source, the optometry staff works around your busy schedule and take the time to answer your questions and concerns prior to a visit. Dr. Jaime Rodriguez and Dr. Laura Loki offering full vision examinations, diagnostics, and treatment of an array of eye diseases and conditions to keep your eyes healthy. Call the friendly staff today with questions or schedule a consultation. San Benito Vision Source.
Hi, we're Robert Bella's favorite cats, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Back here after the timeout, a chant of "Let's Go Titans" as their fan base trying to make some noise. Meanwhile, the Lady Cats fan section also equally loud for Skidmore Tynan. Serve across. It's a 5-point lead for the Lady Cats. High set on the right side. That's off a block and another point. Skidmore Tynan up 6 in game one. Adriana Flores to serve it again. So often momentum a huge factor in volleyball. Right now, the Lady Cats of Skidmore Tynan with the lead and that momentum. Serve to the back row, played by Jubilee. Set it up, big spike off the double block. Kept alive by Flores. Free ball for Jubilee to work with. Looking for the high set, Tijerina punches that over. Hernandez with a save. Another free ball for Jubilee. Good pass, the setter is Bannock, a high set. Tijerina reaches back, spikes it down, and covered again. A nice dig by Flores. Ball still alive. Another free ball coming up for Jubilee. At the net, punched over. Played this time, Lady Cats can go on the attack from the back row, nothing doing. Another free ball. Jubilee getting a good chance here on this rally. Tijerina reaches back, puts it away. 10-5 game. It was just too many looks that time for Valentina Tijerina. You just had that feeling she was eventually going to find the mark. 10-5 game. Lady Cats of Skidmore Tynan with the lead. Jubilee will serve. Back of the line is Julissa Garza. Puts that over. Hernandez with a back pass. Hit over by Marie Gonzalez. Jubilee will go on the attack. Second hit over, looking for the back corner. That's in the net, called on Skidmore Tynan, and Jubilee scores. 10-6 game. Back of the service line is Giulia Garza for Jubilee Brownsville. Her serve, a deep serve to the back row. Played by Jasmine Terry with the pass. Off the net this time, that's Jackie Hernandez. Second hit over, back on the Skidmore Tynan side. Punched over, Tijerina with a pass. High set, backside, right side, block back at you. Jubilee keeps it alive. Back corner, point scored, Jubilee. Lady Titans coming back, down 3. Makes it a 10-7 game. Scoreboard operator hasn't put that point on the board just yet. Now they do. Serve across. Good pass this time by Skidmore Tynan. Set it up to the net, looking for the angle, nothing doing. 10-8 ball game, and Jubilee Brownsville, after trailing by 5, has trimmed the lead to 2 as Garza serves again. Giulia Garza, deep serve, back right corner, carries out of bounds. Service errors will become more and more magnified as this contest continues on. You'll be looking back for those kind of points in later stages of these games. Ball over on the Skidmore Tynan side. Good chance here. Hernandez, the setter, sets it up. Swing by Jackie Hernandez is dug. They'll set up Tijerina. Punches it to the back corner. Too strong, out of bounds. Lady Cats, after withstanding a run by Jubilee, Skidmore Tynan now back up by 4. Serve across. That's near an ace. Nice play. Second hit over, and point scored. Lady Titans of Jubilee. 12-9 ball game. Substitutions in the game. Back in is Daniela Bannock to the front row for Jubilee Brownsville. Meanwhile, Tijerina rotates back to serve. Valentina Tijerina. Right-handed serving with a jump serve. Thunders that across. Nice dig, and it comes across. Played by Jubilee. The set, the spike across, point scored. 12-10, Jubilee back to within 2. And Tijerina, we watched her during the warm-up session, is a tough player to return serves on. Another jump serve, spikes it across. Good dig that time by Terry. Free ball though for Jubilee. High set, punch with the left hand, over, played by Skidmore Tynan. Lady Cats set it on the back row. This is Katerina Hernandez. Ball back on the Jubilee side. Set it up for Bannock, spikes in the block, point scored. Lady Cats up by 3. Skidmore Tynan continues to pace this game, holding control of the lead. Back to serve is Naomi Gonzalez. Noemi Gonzalez, that is. Good serve, keeps them off pace. Tijerina from the back row, thunders that over, but way too strong and out of bounds. Back to a 4-point lead for Skidmore Tynan. Gonzalez serves again, a short serve. Punched up in the air by Jasmine Gracia. Ball by Jubilee, punched over. Dug by Terry with a nice pass. A set by Hernandez, and a big spike attempt by Katerina Hernandez is dug. Jubilee will struggle to get that across, they won't. Lady Cats back up by 5 at 15-10 here in game 1. The crowd was just hanging around outside. They've all settled in now. There's a good crowd in this gym. High set this time for Jubilee off the net. That's angled out of bounds. And right now, Jubilee Brownsville is just missing their marks. Could be adrenaline from being on the big stage of round 2 of the playoffs. Punched over. Skidmore Tynan will keep that alive. Hernandez, 2 hands that off a block. Diving play keeps it alive. Back row there is Noemi Gonzalez. Set it up this time. That's going to be Flores that puts it over. Jubilee set it up middle. Challenge there. Nice dig by Jackie Hernandez. Nice diving play, but in the net called on the Lady Titans. That takes away a great effort by Alexis Robinson as the libero. And it's now a 7-point lead for Skidmore Tynan. Deep serve. Good pass forward by Tijerina. High set, spiked across, that carries out of bounds. And right now, Jubilee's just missing their marks on their kills. They'll take a timeout. Skidmore Tynan up 8. Coverage continues here on Real Sports.
District focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Hi, we're Mackay Bulldogs. Thanks for watching Real Sports Live.
Needing a treat. Bring it back here, high school volleyball on a Thursday night here on Rio Sports, coming to you from Kingsville, Texas. We're taking a look now at Skidmore Tynan and his head coach Holly Vasquez and her troops. Protected. This is Jubilee Brownsville. That's Rebecca Perez, the head coach, trying to, in essence, settle her troops down as they played good defense, but it's the hitting right now that's off the mark. Skidmore Tynan with an 8-point lead will serve out of the timeout. Good pass, high set, big swing this time by Bannock. A nice dig that time by Jasmine Terry. Set it up, hit across by Brianna Flores. Jubilee trying to set it up. Spike across on a hit by Jasmine Gracia is played. Spiked across by Skidmore Tynan on the angle. Played by Jubilee, tip it over. Terry right there to play that. A high set. Hernandez had to get her feet set. Meanwhile, in the net called on the Lady Cats, and Jubilee will score. Your Jubilee again, you gotta settle down a little bit on these hits. It's kind of like talking to a baseball player and saying you don't need to go for a home run on every swing. Good pass this time by the Lady Cats. Second hit over, played up into the net, nothing doing. Point scored, Skidmore Tynan now back up by 8. 19-11, Noemi Gonzalez hands the ball, and here's Jackie Hernandez back at the service line. Hernandez to serve it up, that's an ace served up. Cats go up 20-11. Jackie Hernandez serving up the ace. Next serve in the net. Point scored, Lady Titans. And again, in the sport of volleyball, momentum such a critical piece of the puzzle that even something as small as a service error can sometimes swing that momentum. Fernanda Bannock is back there to serve, gets it just across the net. Jump set on a back set, hit across by Flores. Here comes Jubilee on the attack. Back set right side on the angle. Vargas gets that over. From the back row, Jackie Hernandez hits it to the back row, covered by Tijerina. Back set again for Vargas. Dug this time by Gonzalez. Nice dig that time by Alexis Robinson to keep that one alive. Ball back on the Skidmore Tynan side. High set middle. Hernandez punches that over. Covered by Daniela Bannock. From the back row, tipped across by Robinson. Ball up at the net, challenge there, still alive. And they'll call that 2 hits. Lady Cats go up 9, 21-12. And that's what the Lady Cats are doing. They're winning these long rallies and in essence waiting for Jubilee Brownsville to make mistakes on the hits. Good pass this time by Robinson. Tijerina has to ease it over. Free ball for Skidmore Tynan. Set it up. Spiked into the net though. Brittany Hinojosa. Miss hit on that one. Lady Titans score. Substitution in the game for Jubilee Brownsville as Leslie Barrera will check in the game. Barrera, a right-handed server. Gets that across with some pace. In the net, nice dig that time by Jackie Hernandez. Ball back over to the Jubilee side. Tijerina's rotated back front. They'll set her down the angle. Diving play, nothing doing, point scored. Gonzalez did all she could to keep that ball in play. And a kill by Tijerina as she rotates back outside left. Leslie Barrera serves it across. Deep serve. Played by the Lady Cats, punched over. Tijerina with a pass. The set by Bannock. Tijerina reaches back, angles it across, scored the point. Back-to-back kills for Valentina Tijerina. And that's a tough angle. Timeout called by Skidmore Tynan. Different results early in this rotation with Tijerina at the front line. Timeout call back after this.
Parlor and deli, and treat yourself to some amazing things. Ice creams, shakes, sundaes, banana splits, and that's just a sample. If you can dream it, they can make it at The Scoop in Harlingen. From the deli comes a variety of sandwiches that is sure to bring you back for more. Hamburgers and hot dogs served every day. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, Sundays from 12 to 6 on F Street in Harlingen. It's The Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and deli.
Back here on Rio Sports Live. Again, Rudy's zoomed in on the Jubilee Brownsville Lady Titans. They have been playing catch-up so far as Skidmore Tynan has controlled the lead here in this game from start to finish. And the Lady Cats are up by 6 after that timeout was called. Leslie Barrera back to serve again for Jubilee. Gets that across the net. Good pass by Terry. High set, big swing. Hernandez off the net, got the point. Katrina Hernandez with another kill. Had enough pace on that to carry it through the net. 7-point lead. Lady Cats now 3 away from taking game 1 in this best of 5. Serve across, still on the back row. Free ball coming up. Robinson one-hands it over. Good pass, high set. This time it's Hinojosa. Jubilee looking to set up Tijerina, spikes it in the net. Lady Cats score again and go up 8. 2 away from capturing game 1. Katrina Hernandez back to serve again. Hernandez, a deep serve, carries out of bounds. That's one of those adrenaline serves. We saw those hits by Jubilee early in this game, carrying out of bounds. Back to serve, Alexis Robinson. Robinson gets it across, a deep serve, out of bounds. Service errors have been a part of this game, and miss hits as well. Skidmore Tynan with now a chance to put this one away. In the net, another service error. That's 3 consecutive service errors in this game. And if you're Jubilee Brownsville, you're in a position where you have to play perfect volleyball for 7 consecutive points. That's just to extend the game. Julissa Garza back to serve. Short serve on the line, played there. Lady Cats looking to put it away, nothing doing in the net. Jubilee staves off 1 game point. Garza will serve again. They put the point on the wrong side, but I don't think there's any worry there. They'll fix that on the scoreboard. As they put the point up, it would have been 25. That would have ended the game. Nobody leaving the court. The officials are on top of this one. Jubilee Brownsville serving. Coverage here coming to you from Kingsville on a Thursday night. Garza serves again, a deep serve, played by Terry on the back row. Free ball coming up for Jubilee. Pass by Robinson. A high set by Garza, and a big kill attempt by Gracia is covered. Nice play, Jubilee on the attack again. Tijerina becomes the setter. Spiked across on the angle. Punched up in the air by Hernandez. They'll look to put it away. Back row attack, in the net it goes. Another point for the Lady Titans of Jubilee. 24-19, 5-point lead. Skidmore Tynan on top. Garza to serve again. Short serve this time. Good pass, a better set, a high set to put it away, and it is. Point scored, Jackie Hernandez on the kill. Skidmore Tynan takes game 1. Game 2 coming up for this best of 5 on Rio Sports Live.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Start the new year off right.
I want to bring it back here in Kingsville as we are getting set for game 2 of this best of 5 series. Jubilee dropped the first one, 25-19. Skidmore Tynan controlled the game as far as the scoreboard and the lead. Crowd starting to make some more noise here, as they are an active crowd here tonight for this one. We're taking a look at the brackets. This area round will wrap up this weekend. Some teams playing here on Thursday. We saw that San Isidro, playing out of the Rio Grande Valley, was playing tonight. We got a late notice on that one. Otherwise, I would have tried to put a crew in place there. We got this one tomorrow night. We'll bring you San Perlita against San Antonio Stacy. That's coming from Corpus Christi. We'll have that broadcast. And then Saturday afternoon at noon, we'll switch to Class 6 with McAllen taking on Harlingen South. This is a Class 3 matchup here between Jubilee and Skidmore Tynan. And on the Skidmore Tynan side, you're just simply saying do what you did in game 1, and that is limit the mistakes, keep the ball in play, and in game 1, take advantage of some missed hits by Jubilee Brownsville. On the Lady Titans side for Jubilee Brownsville, message sent. Don't go for the big angles, the big kills. There's other play options available, and you can play good enough defense to possibly put Skidmore Tynan in a position to be the team making the mistakes. I would say we're a long way from this being decided, but Skidmore Tynan with the 1-0 lead. Serve across, and away we go in game 2. Katrina Hernandez with a kill attempt, dug out of the net, punched over, ball still alive. Skidmore Tynan punches it over, Jubilee on the attack. Again, they can play defense as good as any. That's the back corner, that's in! Point scored, Jubilee. That's one of those, the defense just kept that ball in play for Jubilee. That was a huge swing by Katrina Hernandez that should have put that point away. Jump serve for the Lady Titans is over. Ball across the net in a hurry. Jubilee on the attack, a back set off the net, block back at you, and a point scored as Skidmore Tynan ties it up. Lady Cats with a challenge at the net. That was Hernandez getting the block. Back to serve is Jackie Hernandez for Skidmore Tynan. That's a cross, that's near an ace. Punched across, here comes Skidmore Tynan. Lady Cats set it up, Hernandez reaches back. Nice dig by Jubilee. Ball still alive, Hernandez with a pass. Gets a set again, this time on the right side, and a point scored. Killed by Brianna Flores. Lady Cats up 2-1, and you can see the aggressive play by Katrina Hernandez to start game 2. Starting out on that front row. Jubilee will set it up to the middle. Spiked across. Nice dig right on the money by Jackie Hernandez. She'll become the hitter down the line. That is in. Point scored for the Lady Cats. Right down the line, Jackie Hernandez with a kill. 3-1 game. Skidmore Tynan to serve again. Cross by Hernandez. Punched up in the air. Ball over on the Skidmore Tynan side. They'll go on the attack. Hernandez gets it over and finds the angle. Katrina Hernandez that time saw there was no coverage off the block. Easy angle Makes it a 4-1 game. Good pass this time by Jubilee. They'll set it on the net. Tip it over. Skidmore Tynan goes on the attack. Quick set on a hit by Hernandez. Kept alive by Tijerina. Jubilee gets it back over. Here comes Skidmore Tynan. Lady Cats set it on the right side this time. Better pass this time. Set it on the back row. Miscommunication. That ball goes out of bounds. Point scored by the Cats of Skidmore Tynan. Right now the Jubilee Lady Titans a little bit playing on their heels. Hernandez tries to muscle another one down and does. 6-1 lead. That pass became a perfect set for Katrina Hernandez. Didn't miss the hit. Jackie Hernandez to serve again. Lady Titans with a pass, trying to set some kind of offense up. Tipped into the net, nothing doing. Lady Cats score again. 7-1 game. Timeout call. Back after this.
It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alfa Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alfa Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alfa Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Inmates, you are now property of Cell Block X.
Back here after a timeout was called, Jubilee Brownsville found themselves in catch-up mode throughout game one here tonight against Skidmore Tynan. And in a very short span of time, they're staring up at a 6-point deficit, thanks in a big part by the aggressive play by Katrina Hernandez, who elevated her game here in game two. Serve across, played by Jubilee. They'll get it over, but here's another chance for Hernandez. High set middle, swings away, into the net it goes, point scored, and the Lady Titans in the run. A couple of things happen with that. For the Lady Titans, it rotates Valentina Tijerina to the front row. It also gets Jackie Hernandez off the service line. She was very productive that trip through. Back to serve for Jubilee. Serve across, good pass. Quick set for Hernandez, and in the angle, spikes it down again. Huge hit again by Katrina Hernandez, and every time she hits one, I think maybe that's her biggest hit of the night. Brianna Flores to serve for Skidmore Tynan. Good serve, and that's an ace. Lady Cats doing everything right here in game two. Up 8-2. Flores to serve again. That carries out of bounds. Lady Titans are going to have to mount some offense here, down 6. Right now, Skidmore Tynan on the aggressive side with a 6-point lead. Back to serve. Alexis Robinson. Robinson gets it over. Good pass this time by Skidmore Tynan. Set up Hernandez off the net, punches it high in the air. And in the net called on the Jubilee Lady Titans. Point given to the Cats of Skidmore Tynan. Makes it a 10-3 game. Back to serve is Katrina Hernandez. Hernandez gets that over. Played by Jubilee with a high pass. They'll try to set up Tijerina. Gets a swing away. Nice dig by Jasmine Terry. Ball across, no, in the net it goes. That's a point scored for the Lady Titans. 10-4. Tijerina will be credited with a kill. And a chance to serve now for Julissa Garza for Jubilee Brownsville. Garza, right-handed server. Deep serve, that's an ace. 10-5 game as Garza serves up an ace. Garza to serve again. That's in the net. Service there gives the advantage right back to the Lady Cats. For Jubilee Brownsville, they need to take advantage of Katrina Hernandez being on that back row. Managed to score a couple of points there. That's a deep serve that carries out of bounds. Lady Titans right back on the money, ready to serve again. Jubilee Brownsville. Tijerina to serve from the back row. In the net it goes. Service errors. Back to a 6-point lead for the Skidmore Tynan Lady Cats. Vasquez back to serve. One more rotation. Check that, that's Terry back to serve. One more rotation and Katrina Hernandez is back on the front row. Points scored, Lady Titans. Since it got to a 6-point game, we've been going back and forth now, trading points. Jubilee. High, short serve. Punched over on the second hit, and a point scored for the Lady Cats. Hernandez, who became the setter, caught him off guard on that one. Substitution in the game. Alexis Robinson checks in, and that'll check that. That's Noemi Gonzalez checking in to serve. Second hit over. Skidmore Tynan on the attack. Set it up this time in the direction of Brianna Flores. Played by Jubilee. Punched over. Blocked right back at you. Ball alive. A chance to set Hernandez. Center set. Swings off the block. And a point scored. Good attempt that time by Daniela Bannock to keep it alive. But too much power coming from Katrina Hernandez. Noemi Gonzalez will serve. Skidmore Tynan took game one. And lead right now, I've got it 14-7. The scorekeeper has had some difficulties in punching these scores up in a rapid fashion. She's been getting the grief of the fans. Right now the official is down there with the score clock operator, having a discussion to find out what's going on. 13-7 game. Back to serve is Noemi Gonzalez. Gonzalez serves it away. Ball on the back row. Now a set up at the net, right side for Jubilee. A high save, ball still alive. Free ball coming up. If they can get it over, they won't. Point score for the Lady Titans. 14-8 game. Fernanda Bannock to serve again. Paola Vargas checks in for Jubilee. That serve is across, played across on the Jubilee side. They'll try to set it up middle, swing across, and down it goes. Point scored for Jubilee. Lady Titans managed to get within 5 again. This is usually where Skidmore Tynan draws the line and takes back over. That's an ace served up. Lady Titans of Jubilee. Now within 4. Looking for another point from a serve from Fernanda Bannock. Jump serve is across. Nice pass, set up Hernandez, and it's a big kill again, Katrina Hernandez. No blockers are there, and Hernandez is just getting a wide open look on the approach to scream those across with those thunderous hits. Big hits coming across. Serve just across the net, played by Jubilee. Tijerina from the back row. In the net it goes. Point scored, Lady Cats. They should change the score to 16-10. Score clock operator just resets the whole thing. While they're adjusting to that, again, it kind of pauses the action here. You would think that if you're going to get an advantage out of this, it may be in the direction of Jubilee Brownsville. Skidmore Tynan was just on an absolute roll. Ready to go, serve across, knuckleball's over. Jubilee with a setup for the Titans, spiked across and down, point scored. Alondra Gracia that time. Back to a 5-point game. That allows Tijerina to rotate to the front row for Jubilee. Back to serve is Leslie Barrera. Barrera gets it across, that carries out of bounds. So service errors, they were instrumental in game one, preventing serious runs by Jubilee. They trail by 6. Tijerina has to ease that over. Diving play right back on the Jubilee side. Better pass this time. Set up, Tijerina swings. That's off a partial block. Set up this time for Skidmore Tynan. Punched across, that carries out of bounds. Lady Titans cut it back to 5. Back to serve is Alexa Robinson. Robinson serves it over, and in the net it goes. More service errors by Jubilee. It does rotate Katrina Hernandez back to the back row. She'll now serve. 6-point game. Deep serve. Still on the back row. They'll try to set it forward. Tipped over. Played by the Lady Cats of Tynan. That's just over the net, and a roll by Mary Gonzalez scores the point. Mari Gonzalez just got the roll over the net. It's a 19-12 game. Score clock operator, again, those controls down there are giving her fits, and so are the fans. Ease off a bit. She's doing the best she can. (19-12) game. Serving across is Hernandez. Good pass by Jubilee. Set up Tijerina, punches it over, played by the Lady Cats from the back row. That's a spike over on the Jubilee side. Ball still alive. Set it off the net. Free ball. Hernandez the pass. High set middle, spiked across. Dug that time on the back row by Jubilee. Tijerina down the line, got the kill. 6-point game. Valentina Tijerina on the kill. Jubilee will substitute in the game as Julissa Garza checks in to serve. Garza puts it into play. Deep serve, back row, and an ace served up. Back to a 5-point game. Again, Jubilee cuts it to 5. That's his occasional, they get it to 4. But they just can't climb over the hill as Skidmore Tynan continues to control the lead. That pass up near the net, nobody there. 4-point game. Here's where Jubilee Brownsville needs to dig deep. Garza serves it across, down the line. Played by Skidmore Tynan. They'll set it up. Mari Gonzalez gets it over. Good pass, high set, Tijerina on a curl, gets it over. Hernandez there to dig it. Second hit over in the back corner. Played, score, Lady Cats. 5-point lead. They win the race to 20 here in game 2. Skidmore Tynan. Back to serve is Adriana Flores. Flores puts it across. The pass up near the net. Challenge there. Won by Skidmore Tynan. They'll score the point. That's the difference maker right now. Net controlled by Skidmore Tynan in most cases. Fans having some fun over on the other side. We'll be right back.
Providing financial retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Back here as a timeout was called in Kingsville, Texas. Round 2 volleyball action between Jubilee Brownsville and Skidmore Tynan. Skidmore Tynan with a 6-point lead at 21-15. After taking game 1 at 25-19. The most important part of that is they controlled the lead in game 1 throughout. Have done the same thing here in game 2, raced out to a 7-1 lead, and that 6-point margin has stayed intact. Jubilee will set up Tijerina, spikes it across, got the point. Just when Tijerina comes across with that big kill, she'll rotate back to serve for Jubilee Brownsville. Deep serve, carries out of bounds. Lady Cats of Skidmore Tynan, back up by 6. Now 3 away from taking game 2 as Jasmine Terry serves it up. Good pass this time by the Lady Titans. Spike off the double block, back on the Titan side. Trying to keep it alive. Free ball coming up for Skidmore Tynan. Hernandez to set it up. This is Jackie Hernandez, punches it over. Lady Titans, second hit over right there. Good coverage on the back row by Adriana Flores. Hernandez hits it from the back row. Played forward, punched across, point scored, Jasmine Gracia. 5-point game, Jubilee Brownsville, as Gracia steps back to serve. In the net, another service there. Back to a 6-point lead for Skidmore Tynan. Noemi Gonzalez at the service line for the Lady Cats. Tijerina the pass. High set this time right side, spiked across. That's going to be a lift call and the point score for the Lady Titans. Broken record, but they're back to within 5. They can't seem to get past this 4 to 5 and 6-point range. Jump serve across. Good pass by Terry, set it up, back set this time. Punched over, Jubilee on the attack. Spiked over that time by Bannock. Punch right back at you. Ball at the net, challenge there. Ball back over on the Skidmore Tynan side. Second hit over. Covered that time for a moment, nothing doing, point scored. Too much concern that time as Katrina Hernandez is on that front row. Everyone was backpedaling to get in position to go after that hit return. Second hit caught him off balance. Spike across by the Lady Titans, kept alive. Great play by Skidmore Tynan. Jubilee set it up on right side. Terry there to dig it. Set up Hernandez to put it away, and nice dig that time by the Jubilee Lady Titans. Free ball. Quick set this time. Hernandez spikes it across and scores the point, wins the game. Too much Katrina Hernandez in game 2. 25-18. Skidmore Tynan leads 2-0 in this best of 5. Game 3 coming up.
recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Hi, we're Mission Veterans, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
At San Benito Vision Source, the optometry staff works around your busy schedule and take the time to answer your questions and concerns prior to a visit. Dr. Jaime Rodriguez and Dr. Laura Loki offering full vision examinations, diagnostics, and treatment of an array of eye diseases and conditions to keep your eyes healthy. Call the friendly staff today with questions or schedule a consultation. San Benito Vision Source. Back here in Kingsville, and thanks again for joining us for this broadcast as we are bringing you round two coverage. High school volleyball playoffs here in the state of Texas. Jubilee Brownsville and Skidmore Tynan. Skidmore Tynan controlling games 1 and 2. Won the first one 25-19, the second one 25-18. And as Jubilee Brownsville sits on the sidelines in between the games. Again, it's all about settling down right now for this team. They came out of the gate swinging for the hills with a lot of hits that were carrying out of bounds. They did a better job in game 2, but two things happened. One, Skidmore Tynan's Katrina Hernandez shifted into another gear and played far and above any player on the court as she helped carry her team. Second thing that happened was service errors came into play. Jubilee Brownsville, they had a couple in game 1, but anytime they even came close to getting on a run, serves into the net or out of bounds, allowed Skidmore Tynan to maintain that lead. They jumped out to a 7-1 lead. And that 6-point margin was the threshold. At times, Jubilee Brownsville cut it to as little as 4, but really, realistically, it stayed at the 4-5-6 in the eventual 7-point win. So as Jubilee Brownsville breaks out of the huddle, steps on the court, their chore now will be to stave off a couple of games. Try to extend this thing, get it to game 5, and if they do so, they'll have a ton of momentum. I will say this, they've got a big crowd over there, and if they get on a roll, Jubilee Brownsville may be able to ride the wave of that crowd behind them. Right now, you're looking center of the net, though, as Skidmore Tynan gets set to serve as Jackie Hernandez is back there. Meanwhile, at the front of the net, center set is Katrina Hernandez to start this rotation. Serve across, and away we go to start game 3. Jubilee, free ball coming over. Good pass, they'll set it up for Hernandez, swings away. Nice dig that time by Jubilee. Quick set left side, tipped over. A high pass, they'll set up Hernandez this time off the net. Tips it in the net, point scored Lady Titans. Jubilee up 1. That was started by a nice defensive play by Jubilee. Jump serve, it gets across. Good pass, high set, off the net, punched over. That's going to carry out of bounds. Point scored, Jubilee up 2-0 here in game 3. Fernanda Bannock back to serve. Bannock with a jump serve. That's across. Hernandez the pass. Second hit over. Punch right back on the Lady Cats side. They're in the net. Points scored. Lady Titans up 3. I haven't said that any time throughout the first 2 games here into game 3. Lady Titans with a 3-point lead and serving. Bannock, another Good serve. This time a quick set for Hernandez. Reaches back, thunders that off the back wall. And that's what the hits were looking like for Jubilee Brownsville in game one. Just far too much adrenaline as that carried out of bounds by a good 15 feet. Then a service there opens up the gate for the Lady Cats of Skidmore Tynan. That's been the thorn in the side of Jubilee Brownsville. It's one thing to face off against Katrina Hernandez. The other is those unforced errors. There's an ace served up for the Lady Cats by Brianna Flores. Flores to serve. Her team down 2. Knuckleballs it back. Tijerina with a pass. And miscommunication on the second hit results in a point for the Lady Cats of Skidmore Tynan. 1 point game. Brianna Flores to serve to tie it up. Just across. Ball back across on the Lady Cats side. Hernandez tips it over. Tijerina there for Jubilee. High set middle. Spike. Double block right back at you. Katrina Hernandez got both hands on that ball and ties the game. 4-4 the score. Skidmore Tynan now looks to take the first lead of game 3 on their side of the scoreboard. Jubilee set it up to Vargas. Block back at her again. Ball back up at near the net. Spiked over the block this time. That's a point scored for Jubilee. Back row got caught watching as that front row was just putting up that unstoppable force against the Jubilee attack. Once they got it past the blockers, the point fell through. And then the service there ties it up at 5 apiece. Hernandez rotates back to serve for Skidmore Tynan. Normally she's getting back there, and they've already got a lead of 5 or 6 points. Good pass. High set Tijerina reaches back, thunders it across. Kept alive. Jubilee on the attack again. Set by Bannock. Tijerina past the blockers. Good dig that time by Jackie Hernandez. Jackie becomes the hitter off the back row, played by Jubilee. Trying to set up Tijerina again. Punches it back corner. Katrina Hernandez there to dig that. Punched over by Brittany Hinojosa. Jubilee looking to set up an attack, a back set this time. And off the back row, it carries out of bounds on a hit by Vargas. Lady Cats take their first lead in game 3. Katrina Hernandez to serve again. Hernandez, that's a cross. Ball back on the Lady Cats side. Skidmore Tynan set it up. Spiked across. Punched up in the air, nothing doing. Lady Cats up 2. On that return of serve, it carried over. Skidmore Tynan went right on the attack. Hernandez to serve again. Deeper serve this time. Pass up near the net, nothing doing. Point scored for the Lady Cats. And after jumping out to an early lead, Jubilee now watching another one of these big runs on the scoreboard by the Lady Cats of Skidmore Tynan. Set up Tijerina off the net. Spikes it over and down for the Lady Titans. Now we got a timeout call by the official. She spotted something over there as fans were standing along the wall. We've covered some basketball tournament games here, some playoff games, which fans have turned out the lights. There's a light switch over there along the wall. So I've seen some odd things come into play, but right now something drew the attention of the officials. While they're attending to that, we'll take a quick timeout. This is Real Sports Live.
Sports Live.
Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83. Right now, how about this 2017 Alfa Romeo Giulia, loaded up with power everything, a rear camera, dual climate, and today it's yours, $1,000 down and just $450 a month. Or how about this, a 2014 Ford Mustang at 48,000 miles, leather seats, a shaker sound system, aftermarket exhaust, steering wheel controls, and a 5.0-liter engine. $23,999 today. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Cano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas. Ball back in play. What a rally going here. Jubilee Academy down by 6. Set it up. Tijerina spikes it off the block. Covered by Skidmore Tynan. Lady Cats go on the attack from the left side. Block back at you. Ball still alive. Now point scored. Jubilee wins the rally. 1 point game. Alexis Robinson back to serve. Now trying to tie it up for Jubilee. Gets it over. Ball pass right up near the net. Spiked over. Played by Jubilee. Lady Titans looking to tie it up. Tijerina on the curl. Got the angle. Got the point. Ties the game at 8 apiece. And this is where, if you're Jubilee, you have to take advantage of Katrina Hernandez on that back row. She's back middle right now as Alexis Robinson serves. Imperative to keep your serves in this game right now in play. Robinson gets it across and serves up an ace. Lady Titans go up 1. 9-8 as Robinson will serve again. Jubilee Brownsville. That's across. The pass across the net. Spiked by Jubilee. Nice dig that time by Adriana Flores. Ball back on the Jubilee side. Lady Titans trying to set up Tijerina off the net. Eased over. Played by the Lady Cats of Tynan. Middle hit. Nice dig that time by Barrera. Ball up near the net. Punched up in the air. Ball still alive. Back corner. Hernandez gets back to it. Set it up middle. Another spike attempt by Mari Gonzalez. Carries out of bounds. Jubilee up 2 at 10-8. They'll serve again. Robinson puts it into play. A deep serve and an ace. 11-8 game. That one might have been carrying out of bounds. Jasmine Terry had to make a split-second decision. Let it go or play it. Tried to get a hand on it. Momentum carried it right out of bounds. Another serve by Alexis Robinson. Short serve across the net. Ball at the net. Another point, Lady Titans. Timeout called. Lady Cats of Skidmore. Jubilee Brownsville feeding a little momentum, taking advantage of Hernandez off the front row. Their crowd having some fun in Kingsville. Back after this. Stop by today and enjoy the food at the La Feria Cafe. Great food made to order. Handmade tortillas daily. Breakfast, lunch, and Friday stop in for supper. The La Feria Cafe, open 7 days a week off of Business 83 in La Feria, Texas.
Hi, I'm Coach Nava with Westago East High School. Thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future.
Going to bring it back real quick as a timeout occurred. Skidmore Tynan after calling that timeout on the defense. Here comes a set for Tijerina. Reaches back, got it off the blockers, played on the Skidmore Tynan side. Set it up middle, spiked out of bounds though on the angle by Gonzalez. Lady Titans up by 5. That's their biggest lead of the night. Alexis Robinson to serve again. Puts that across. Short serve. Good pass this time up near the net. But in the net called and a point score for the Lady Titans. Jubilee on a serious roll right now as Robinson will serve again. Deep serve, that's an ace. 7-point lead, Jubilee. Robinson continues to serve away. I talked about it in game 2. And the early stages of game 3 here, those service errors were the just the big-time thorn in the side of Jubilee. Serve staying in, another serve across. Back row there to play that. Free ball coming up for Jubilee. The pass is forward. The set by Bannock. Middle hit and carries out of bounds. And that ends the run by Alexis Robinson at the line serving. And Skidmore Tynan will send Adriana Flores back to serve. Her team down 6. That's the first rotation on the back row for Katrina Hernandez. Deep serve, punched up in the air by Jubilee. Tijerina with a pass. Jasmine Gracia gets it over. High set left side for Skidmore Tynan. Good dig that time by Robinson. Set up Tijerina, punches it over the blockers. Good dig by Jackie Hernandez. They'll set it up center. Off the block, point scored on a kill by Mari Gonzalez. 5-point game, Jubilee with the lead. Adriana Flores to serve again. Flores gets it across with a deep serve. Jubilee will set up Tijerina, spikes it over. Nice dig that time by Flores. They'll set it up left side. Hernandez, and a point scored. Skidmore Tynan cuts it to a 4-point game. And they'll serve again. Tijerina with a pass. High set, Tijerina off the net, gets it across, scores the point. Lady Titans go back up 5. You're just joining us, this is what Skidmore Tynan did to Jubilee in the first 2 games of this set. Got out to that 5- and 6-point lead and made that stick. Good pass this time, up near the net, punched over on the angle, but it carries out of bounds. Point scored, Jubilee. They're up 6. Serving is Julissa Garza. Gets it across. Hernandez becomes the setter. Hit across by Hinojosa. Tijerina the pass. High set. Tijerina reaches back. Got it over and played on the back row by Skidmore Tynan. Free ball coming up for Jubilee. The pass is forward. The set by Garza. The hit in the middle by Gracia gets it over to the back row, played by Flores. Lady Cats on the attack left side, punched over by Hernandez, ball up at the net. Punch back over on the Skidmore Tynan side, they'll set it up. Hernandez reaches across from the angle, got the point. Jackie Hernandez on the kill. 5-point game. Jasmine Terry back to serve. That's one more rotation forward for Katrina Hernandez. One more time through and she'll be on the front row as a hitter. Right now she's stationed up there as a setter. This set she's setting from the back row. Ball across on the Jubilee side. Second hit having some trouble, they'll get it over. Free ball here to work with. Hernandez second hit over. Good pass this time by Robinson. Second hit right back on the Skidmore Tynan side. Both teams trying to probe this defense. A high set Tijerina, got it on the angle. Nice dig that time. They'll set it up. Hernandez on the left side, got it off the block. Punched up in the air. A long rally here. This is a big point. Ball in the net, scored. Lady Cats. 17-13. That's a momentum swing. Skidmore Tynan. Jasmine Terry serves again. That's an ace. 3-point game. Terry gets to serve again. Another good serve. Punched up in the air by Jubilee. Off the net this time, spiked across. Good dig that time by Flores. High set for Hernandez on the angle. Carries that out of bounds. Lady Titans back up 4. And this is where, if you're the Lady Titans, you got to score as many as you can. Katrina Hernandez will rotate to the net on the next serve attempt for Skidmore. Tijerina angles that over. Terry, a nice dig. Ball punched over on the Lady Titans side, in the net called, and a point scored. Skidmore Tynan. So in essence, they withstand the run by Jubilee Brownsville, and now Katrina Hernandez rotates front row. Back to serve is Noemi Gonzalez. Good pass for Jubilee. High set this time, punched over to the back row. Good pass, quick set Hernandez, tips it over, got the point. 3-point game. No coverage behind the blockers that time, as that time Jubilee did send blockers to the net to try to challenge Katrina Hernandez. Pass up near the net again. Spiked across, dug out by the Lady Cats. Lady Titans go on the attack again. Center set, block back at you, ball still alive. Back on the Skidmore Tynan side. They'll set up Hernandez, block right back at you. And in the net call, point scored, Lady Titans. Three-point lead. Jasmine Gracia back to serve for Jubilee. Short serve. Pass up near the net. Carries into the net. Point scored, Lady Titans. 20-15 is now Jubilee Brownsville wins that race to 20. Ball across. Played by Jubilee. High set middle, spiked off the block, point scored, Lady Titans. Timeout called by Skidmore. I'm gonna check the score. I had 21-15. Score clock reads 21-16. They're gonna check that. We'll be right back.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Be extra thankful this year with faster internet from VTX1. VTX1 Companies offers fast and reliable internet service throughout the Rio Grande Valley, even to some of the most remote areas. Take a slice off the cost with free installation. Gobble unlimited gigabytes with a service provider you can trust by calling 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Off the timeout, they go right back to Katrina Hernandez. She spikes it down, and I'm going to have to put that extra point up. I don't know where the mystery point came from, but scoreboard is what we go by. 21-17 to score. Jubilee leading by 4. Skidmore Tynan serves it up. That's near a lift. Ball back over on the Skidmore Tynan side. Set up Hernandez off the net. 2 hands it over. Tijerina right there with a pass. Set it up this time, spiked across. Nice dig that time, up in the net though, nothing doing. Point scored, Lady Titans. Jubilee up 5 at 22-17. Fernanda Bannock back to serve. Mostly juniors and a sophomore, a couple of seniors on this Jubilee Brownsville team. Baptism into the second round of Texas High School playoff volleyball, Class 3 level. Served by Bannock, across off the net, diving play, kept alive. That one may have been going out. Lady Titans have to set the offense up. Ball back over, here's a set for Hernandez, reaches back off the block, got the point. Lady Cats benefited that time from a ball that may have been going out on the Jubilee side. 4-point game. Brianna Flores back to serve for Skidmore Tynan. Just across the net. Good pass this time. A high set middle. Spiked and blocked back at you. Ball still alive. They'll call a lift against the Lady Titans, and Skidmore Tynan cuts it to a 3-point game. Brianna Flores ready to serve again. Gets it across. A high pass this time. Set it up off the net this time. Spiked across on the angle. Point scored. Jubilee. That time they used the angle to get it past the blocker up front, Katrina Hernandez. Back to serve is Leslie Barrera for Jubilee Brownsville. 4-point game. She'll get it across, deep serve. Good pass this time, right on the money. Quick set, Hernandez gets it across, scores the point. Skidmore Tynan cuts it back to 3. Substitution in the game for Skidmore Tynan as Mari Gonzalez checks in. Meanwhile, Katrina Hernandez has to rotate back to serve. Gets it just across, ball up at the net. Point scored, Lady Cats. It's a 2-point game. Timeout called, Jubilee. They're 2 away from extending the series. Skidmore Tynan 2 away from tying the game. Back after this.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Back after the timeout, Skidmore Tynan will be serving. Katrina Hernandez back at the service line. She served up an ace on her last time up, forcing this timeout. Gets this one in the net. Point scored, Lady Titans at Jubilee. And they are 1 away from extending this into game 4 of this best-of-5 series. Alexis Robinson, who was instrumental in this game 3 run, goes back to serve. Fitting she would be serving as they try to close out the game. Skidmore Tynan has shown the ability to score on bunches, so don't count them out just yet. Tijerina swings away, got it past the blockers. Good dig that time by Terry. Punched over the angle. Tijerina there to play that. Set it up, spiked across. Nice dig that time by Hernandez on the back row. Lady Cats spike it across. They're setting Hinojosa on a regular basis. Here's Tijerina on the curl. Hernandez there to dig that. A set by Hernandez, a spike across, and a kill on a big hit by Gonzalez. 2-point game. Mari Gonzalez said not yet. We're not going away. Back to serve is Adriana Flores for Skidmore Tynan. 2-point game. Serve and just over the net. Tijerina there to dig that. Off the net as Gracia gets it over. One-handed up in the air by Hernandez. Free ball coming up. Jubilee can put this away with a good set. Off the net though to Tijerina. Skidmore Tynan with a chance. Hernandez the set. Hernandez the kill, and out of bounds it goes. Point scored, Lady Cats. Jackie Hernandez got the kill. 1-point game as Adriana Flores will serve. Right here, you need a good pass for Jubilee. You can put this away on the return of serve. Flores to serve it up. Trying to tie it up, deep serve. Good pass this time by Jubilee. High set for Tijerina off the net. Hernandez is there. They'll try to set Jackie Hernandez left side. Angle, played by Tijerina with a pass. They'll set her up on the left side. Spikes it off the net, point score. Lady Titans get the win. Game 3, Jubilee, 25-23. We'll play 4. Back after this.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Every great dining adventure begins with one word, fresh. At the Sea Ranch, we combine a fresh, inviting atmosphere with chef-inspired cuisine prepared from the freshest local shrimp, oysters, snapper, and mahi-mahi. Our salmon, Alaskan king crab, and live Maine lobsters are flown in fresh. A local favorite for over 30 years, the Sea Ranch. Come enjoy a fresh experience.
Hacienda has it. Low monthly payments, a friendly buying process, and customer service like no other. Right now, you can get the hottest new SUV on the market. It's the all-new, completely redesigned 2020 Ford Explorer with up to $5,000 off plus 2.9% APR for 72 months. That makes for super low payments.
Hacienda has it. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Back here was a noise being made in Kingsville on a Thursday night. It's a rainy, cold night outside. Good to be in a gym. Reminding you, high school basketball fans, we got girls basketball coming your way next week. Games begin on Monday. We got a big game on Tuesday as well, as Edinburgh Lady Bobcats are in town to take on the Harlingen Cardinals. We'll have that one. And then we've got tournament action that starts on Thursday of next week. We'll also sprinkle in some coverage of playoff volleyball, and we'll also bring you playoff football if we can get that accomplished. Although the rights fees are $1,000 a game for those football games. They charge us $200 a pop for these volleyball games, which we have to write the check for each and every round. So you see the advertisers there on the spot. They help us with the regular season. We are constantly looking for advertisers that will help us through these playoffs. Because as we advance on, in most cases, we have to shut it down just from the simple lack of funds because of the fact that it's not just the fees, it's the travel involved to get to these games. As game 4 begins, the chore again for the Jubilee Brownsville Lady Titans as they try to win another game and extend this to try to get it to game 5. Once you get it to game 5 in these best-of-5 series, anything goes. The biggest chore for Jubilee is to maintain the consistency on getting serves in. That was at a much better clip in game 3. For Skidmore Tynan, keep Katrina Hernandez on the front row as long as you can, build a lead, and then ease through to a victory as they did in games 1 and 2. Serve across and away we go. Free ball for the Lady Titans of Jubilee to work with to start this off. Center set, past the block, spiked across, point scored on a kill by Alondra Garcia. Lady Titans up 1-0 early on. Fernanda Bannock back to serve for Jubilee. Jump serve across, punched up in the air, ball still alive. Free ball coming up for Jubilee to work with again. Pass forward, the set by Bannock in the direction of Garcia. This time it's a nice dig this time by Flores. Ball back across on the Jubilee side. They will not handle it. Points scored. We're tied at 1 apiece. Skidmore Tynan back to serve. Jackie Hernandez back of the line. Just across, played by T. Harina. High back set center, off the block, point scored. They're right now going to Garcia, and she's producing as her rotation through the front row. Back to serve is Leslie Barrera again for Jubilee. Gets that across. Good pass this time up near the net. Punched across, nothing doing. Point scored, Lady Titans. They go up 3-1. Barrera to serve again. Deep serve, out of bounds. Service there. Gives the serve and the ball and the point to Skidmore Tynan. Rotating back to serve is Brianna Flores. Trying to tie it up here in game 4. Free ball coming up. Good pass. They're going to set Hernandez center. Punched it over. Pass by T. Harina. Set her up on the left side. Spiked it off the block. Out of bounds. Point scored, Lady Titans. That time against the double block, T. Harina just screamed that off the players. Jubilee now up 4-2. Alexis Robinson serves it. Pass up near the net. Punched over. T. Harina there to pass it. They'll try to set her up on that left side again. Got it off the net. Played on the Lady Cats side of Skidmore Tynan. Free ball for Jubilee to work with. Set by Bannock. T. Harina again this time off the block. Nice coverage that time by the back row of Skidmore Tynan as they go to Hinojosa. Good dig that time by the back row. Punched over by Tijerina. Carries out of bounds. Point to the Lady Cats. 4-3, and you get the feeling if these two teams keep their serves in, they could literally stay within a couple of points all the way to the end of this game. Hernandez back to serve. Knuckleballs it over. Pass stays on the back row. Tijerina punches it over. Hernandez right there. They'll set it up middle, and it's spiked across. It carries out of bounds. The right idea that time by Amadi Gonzalez. Gonzalez seemed to step up late stages of game 3 when Hernandez rotated off the front row. Good pass this time. They'll set it up middle. Spiked over by Hinojosa. Played back there to dig. That's Jasmine Terry. This time they'll set up Hinojosa again and got the point. Lady Cats to within 1 at 5-4. Fans, wherever you're watching this game, if you're watching on our social media, on our Facebook site, please share the link. Anytime I see a good number of fans watching, share the link, help get the word out to other fans these games are going on. It makes a huge difference in what we're trying to do here. Spike across all the way to the back row. That's an ace. We're tied at 5 apiece. Ace served up by Adriana Flores. Flores will serve again for Skidmore Tynan. Lady Cats took the first 2 games. Lady Titans got the third. We're in game 4. Tijerina has to punch that over. Hernandez to set it up. This is Jackie Hernandez off the net. Out of bounds it goes. Point scored. Lady Titans back up 1. 6-5. Tijerina back to serve. This is Valentina Tijerina. The jump serve across, and that is off the rafters. That's a live ball. Nothing doing. Lady Titans score on an ace. 7-5. Tijerina, if she can get these serves in, advantage Jubilee as she has some serious RPMs behind these balls coming across. That's over. High set. This time spike across, and a big kill by Jackie Hernandez. Hernandez reaching back for the extra outside left. Put that down. Back to serve. Jasmine Terry. Short serve. Jubilee with a pass. High set middle. Spiked across. And right back at you on a kill by Fernanda Bannock. Lady Titans up 8-6. Back to serve is Jasmine Gracia. Meanwhile, a substitute checked in, Alondra Garcia to the front row for Jubilee. Gracia, a short serve across. Skidmore Tynan on the pass. Set it up, Flores punches it over. Gracia there, just hits it over on the second hit. Skidmore Tynan back on the attack. This is Hernandez off the net, got the point. Exchanging points here, back and forth. And that allows Katrina Hernandez to rotate forward to the net for Skidmore Tynan. Samantha Gutierrez in the game to serve. And it's a service error. Lady Titans back up 2. Anytime if you're Skidmore Tynan and you have a quick rotation with Hernandez at the net, advantage goes to the Lady Titans. There's a spike off the net, ball back across on the Jubilee side. Two-hander to the back corner. Nice coverage that time by Gutierrez back there. Set it up for Flores, got it over. Good dig by Bannock. They'll set it up middle, spiked off the blockers. Right back there again, Gutierrez to dig it. That's blocked back at you. Point scored by Jubilee. Garcia gets the block. 10-7 game. Bannock back to serve again for Jubilee. Jump serve, deep serve, back corner. Played this time by Skidmore Tynan. Hernandez reaches back. Tijerina there to dig that. Jubilee Tijerina from the back row. Attack, got the point. She went from a defender digging the hit by Hernandez to the attacker. 4-point lead for Jubilee. Another jump serve. Played by Skidmore Tynan. Miscommunication and point scored. Lady Titans go up 5. Timeout call by Skidmore Tynan. They took the first 2. Jubilee took the third. Game 4 continues after this.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Gosling, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
After the timeout call, the Jubilee back on the attack. Skidmore Tynan coming right back at you. Game 4 of this best-of-5 series, round 2 of the playoffs. Skidmore Tynan, a high set off the net this time. Flores puts it over. Jubilee with a high set middle, spiked over the blockers. Nice dig by Flores, keeps it alive for Skidmore Tynan. To the back row, Tijerina with a nice pass. Bannock the set, spike off the block, diving play, keeps it alive again. A long rally here. Teams now battling for each and every point down the stretch. Right side hit attempt. Back on the back corner, played by Skidmore Tynan. Ball back on the Lady Titans side of Jubilee. High set center. Garcia that time couldn't put it away. In the net it goes, dug out. Hernandez gets it over. Diving play. What a play that time by Bannock to keep it alive. Hernandez tips it over and in the net called Jubilee. Point score for the Lady Cats. .12-8 game. Jackie Hernandez serves it up. Tijerina tries to pass it. Ball on the back row. Over on the Lady Cats side, they'll set up Hernandez. Got it and spikes it down with a point. That's the Katrina Hernandez we saw in game 2 as she literally carried her team for the most part to the win. Good pass this time up into the net though it goes. And another point for the Lady Cats. It's a 2-point game. Jackie Hernandez back to serve again for Skidmore Tynan. Deep serve, punched up in the air by Jubilee. Back row, here's Tijerina, gets it over. Good coverage that time by Flores, sets it up to Hernandez, gets it over. Back on the Skidmore Tynan side, set it up on the right side, that's off a block. Punch back over on the Skidmore Tynan side, that is out of bounds. Point scored, Lady Cats. 1-point game. Hernandez, a quick serve. And serves up an ace. We're tied at 12 apiece. Timeout called by Jubilee. 12-12 in game 4. Back after this.
Remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alfa Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alfa Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alfa Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Stop by today and enjoy the food at the La Feria Cafe. Great food made to order. Handmade tortillas daily. Breakfast, lunch, and Friday stop in for supper. The La Feria Cafe, open 7 days a week off of Business 83 in La Feria, Texas. Skidmore Tynan in a comeback fashion right now in game 4 have battled back to tie it at 12 apiece. They'll serve it over. Jubilee will go on the attack, a center set. This is Garcia. Nice dig on the back row as Jasmine Terry keeps it alive. They'll set it again on a back set right side. This is a cross and down. Another point for Paola Vargas this time. Jubilee back on top. Like I said, if they keep their serves in, I think these two teams will literally go right down to the wire to decide this game. And if it goes to 5, hold on to your hats. Jubilee serves it across. Hernandez gets the set and puts it down. Tie game at 13 apiece. Great pass by Hernandez, and she came right down central, timing that hit. Brianna Flores to serve. Good pass by Jubilee. Set up Tijerina. Off the block. Lady Titans right back at you. 14-13. Alexis Robinson back to serve. This was this set right here that propelled Jubilee into a win in game 3. Robinson serving. Hernandez hits that off the blockers. Jubilee trying to set it up. Tijerina got it off. Hits it out of bounds. Point scored. Lady Cats tie it at 14 apiece. Katrina Hernandez rotates back to serve for the Lady Titans. Deeper serve this time. Good pass this time by Jubilee. Set up Tijerina middle. Punches it over. Point score. Lady Titans back up 1. Back into serve. Jalissa Garza for Jubilee. Garza gets it over. Good pass by Hernandez. They'll set it up. This is going to be Gonzalez. Good dig that time by Jubilee as Garza dug that out. Ball back across. Good pass by Hernandez. High set, punched over, and a point scored. We're tied again. Brittany Hinojosa on the kill. Ball back across, and that's another point for the Lady Titans. 16-15. Jubilee trying to extend this into game 5. Narrow lead in game 4. Tijerina, the jump serve across. Played by Skidmore Tynan off the net. Hernandez thunders that over. Back row there to play it. Right back on the Skidmore Tynan side. Set up Hernandez. Jackie Hernandez puts that down. Point scored. We're tied again. Skidmore Tynan. Jubilee Brownsville slugging it out here in game 4 of this best of 5. Jasmine Terry to serve. Jubilee sets it up at the middle. Challenge there. Ball still alive. Still a live ball as that was a block by Skidmore Tynan. They'll try to set up an attack. Hernandez punches it over. Jubilee with a high set middle. Gracia spikes it down. Point scored. Lady Titans back up 1. 17-16. Jasmine Gracia back to serve. High archer played by Skidmore Tynan. Hernandez the set in the middle. Jackie Hernandez kills it again. We're tied at 17 apiece. Jackie Hernandez now stepping her game up. In to serve is Erika Hernandez. Hernandez for Skidmore Tynan in the tie game. Deep serve played by Jubilee. That may have been going out. Tijerina from the back row. Plays it forward. Hernandez there to dig that. Ball up near the net. Off the block. That's going to be a lift. Point scored, Lady Titans. And right now, Jubilee managing to hang on ever so slightly to the lead advantage as it goes up 1 and back to tie. Back to serve as Fernanda Bannock gets that across. Good pass by Terry. Hernandez back on the front row. Block back at you. Ball still alive. Challenge at the net. Won by Skidmore Tynan. We're tied at 18 apiece. A great block that time by Jubilee, but how about the recovery by Skidmore Tynan? Deep serve. Pass forward, set it up, punch past the blockers. They'll try to set up Hernandez. They'll get it in her hands. Gets it over, got the point. Lady Cats go up one at 19-18. There's a lot of advantages right now on the Skidmore Tynan side. Katrina Hernandez on the front row. Serve is a good one. Punched up in the air by Jubilee. Set it up, they'll spike it over, and it is in. Point scored, we're tied at 19. Back to serve is Leslie Barrera. Barrera with a jump serve, gets it over. Terry with a pass, quick set, and Hernandez carries it off the block, that's in. Lady Cats win the race to 20 here in game 4. 20-19. Brianna Flores is back to serve. Deep serve, that was heading out, played by Jubilee. Free ball coming up. Good pass, they'll try to set it on a high set. Hernandez tips it over. Back there to cover that is Barrera. Tijerina gets it off the block, ties the game at 20 apiece. Valentina Tijerina for Jubilee. Like I said, as long as they keep their serves in, we may extend this for a long way before someone edges out to win this game. Serve by Robinson, a short serve. Ball passed up in the net, dug out, free ball for Jubilee to work with. A high pass, set up, Tijerina angles, won't get across. Error that time on the pass by Jubilee Brownsville. Katrina Hernandez rotates back to serve for Skidmore. Played by Jubilee, the pass goes across the net. Back set this time, Jackie Hernandez, punched up by Jubilee. Gracia will two-hand it over. Back row with a better pass, still on the back row though. Jasmine Terry sets up Jackie Hernandez again off that back row. Jubilee sets up Tijerina, swings away off the block, got the point. Ties the game at 21 apiece. Checking in for Jubilee to serve, Julissa Garza. Garza ready. Deep serve, played by Terry with a pass. A high set, Gonzalez gets it over, dug by Barrera. Here's Tijerina. No blockers there, gets it across. Terry there to dig it. Set it up again for Hinojosa. Pass by Jubilee. Second hit over, recovered by Hernandez. Terry there to help out. Free ball for Jubilee. Gonzalez with a pass. Set for Tijerina off the net. Spikes it over and out of bounds. Skidmore Tynan up by 1 at 22-21. Adriana Flores back to serve. Flores puts it in play, over the net, got the roll. Lady Cats up 2. Timeout call by Jubilee. Game 4 continues. Skidmore Tynan 2 away from putting this away.
37 North Sam Houston in San Benito is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Every great dining adventure.
Back here in Kingsville, game 4 of a best of 5 continues between Skidmore Tynan and Jubilee out of Brownsville. 23-21, Skidmore Tynan with the lead. They're up 2-1 in the series. Another serve by Flores, gets across, played by Jubilee. A high set off the net, spiked across on the angle. Terry there with a pass. Set up Jackie Hernandez, swings away, carries it out of bounds. Lady Titans to within 1 at 23-22. Back to serve, Valentina Tijerina, the junior for Jubilee Brownsville. Jump serve, get across. Terry with a pass. Hernandez sets up Jackie Hernandez. Block back at you. Ball on the Jubilee side. Chance to tie it. Set it up. Spiked across. Played by Skidmore Tynan. Hernandez looking. Gets it past the blockers. Diving play kept alive. Ball challenge at the net. Still on the Jubilee side. Gracia turns. Puts it over on the back row. Terry there to pass it. In the net it goes. Tie game at 23 apiece. And mark it down right here. This is where you draw a line in the sand. The team that scores this point takes control of this game. Timeout called. Skidmore Tynans. Coach Holly Vasquez will tell her troops that exact fact. So will Jubilee Brownsville's Rebecca Perez. Back after this.
Atmosphere with chef-inspired cuisine prepared from the freshest local shrimp, oysters, snapper, and mahi-mahi. Our salmon, Alaskan king crab, and live Maine lobsters are flown in fresh. A local favorite for over 30 years, the Sea Ranch. Come enjoy a fresh experience.
It will be Valentina Tijerina serving for Jubilee Brownsville. Tie game at 23 apiece here in game 4 of a best of 5. Gets the serve across. Terry with a pass. Hernandez sets up Jackie Hernandez. Spikes it, and it's in on the back corner. Lady Cats go up 24-23. One away, Skidmore Tynan of ending this night. Jasmine Terry to serve it up. Short serve. Pass by Tijerina. Set it up at the net. Tipped over back corner. Racing back to keep that alive. Skidmore Tynan. Free ball coming up for Jubilee. A pass. A set by Garza. Gracia eases that over. Chance now to put it away. Second hit over. Back corner. Back there to play that. Jubilee will keep it alive. That's off the blockers. Pancake. Kept alive. No, they'll call it down. Point scored. But they're going to reset this. Reset it. The net official blew the whistle. But the floor official said that was a good pancake. Jasmine Terry will serve for Skidmore Tynan. Trying to serve for the win. Tijerina the pass. Jubilee sets up Gracia, spikes it down in the corner. We're tied at 24 apiece. This is what I like to call overtime in volleyball. When you get to 24, win by 2, we'll keep going. Serve by Gracia, deep serve. Tijerina waits, here's a tip into the net. Point scored, Lady Titans. 25-24. Jubilee Brownsville will now be serving to try to push this into game 5 of a best of 5 series. Gracia gets it over. Pass up near the net, played across, diving play. Gracia wins the game. Lady Titans 26-24, will play 5. Kingsville, they're going nuts on the Jubilee side. Terrific come from behind. Nothing decided yet, my friends. It's 2 apiece in a best of 5. Skidmore Tynan, Jubilee Brownsville continue after this.
Retirement Service has been providing financial retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
At San Benito Vision Source, the optometry staff works around your busy schedule and take the time to answer your questions and concerns prior to a visit. Dr. Jaime Rodriguez and Dr. Laura Loki offering full vision examinations, diagnostics, and treatment of an array of eye diseases and conditions to keep your eyes healthy. Call the friendly staff today with questions or schedule a consultation. San Benito Vision Source.
Sports Live.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Hi, we're Robert Bella's favorite cats, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83.
Right now, how about this 2017 Alfa Romeo Giulia, loaded up with power everything, a rear camera, dual climate, and today it's yours, $1,000 down and just $450 a month. Or how about this, a 2014 Ford Mustang at 48,000 miles, leather seats, a shaker sound system, aftermarket exhaust, steering wheel controls, and a 5.0-liter engine. $23,999 today.
Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas. Welcome back to Kingsville King High School, Dome A. As Jubilee Brownsville and the Lady Titans and Skidmore Tynan, the Lady Cats will play Game 5. This is a race to 15 win by 2. And not many people seated now in the stands watching this one. Skidmore Tynan will be receiving serve to start Game 5. They won the first two, 25-19, 25-18. Controlled the lead from start to finish. Brownsville Jubilee controlled the lead in Game 3, edged out to a 2-point win. In Game 4, it went down to the wire. Extended to 26-24, Jubilee Brownsville gets the edge. First serve of Game 5 across. A high set, here's Hernandez, and in the net it goes. Point scored, Lady Titans. Missed hits and missed serves were plaguing the Lady Titans in their first 2 games. Jump serve across by Bannock is an ace! 2-0 out of the gate to start Game 5. Fernanda Bannock will serve again. Bannock puts it into play. Deep serve, good pass this time. They'll set up a back set. Spiked across, played nicely by Jubilee. Tijerina with a pass. Vargas puts it over. Free ball coming up for the Lady Cats. Set it up middle. Hernandez reaches back and got the kill. 2-1. Lady Cats coming right back at you. Back to serve is Jackie Hernandez. They put the score on the wrong side. They'll fix that. It is a 2-1 game. I'll say this for the scoreboard operators. They have earned their money tonight. Serve across, line drive. Tijerina keeps that in play for Jubilee. Ball on the Skidmore Tynan side. Good chance here to score. Quick set. Hernandez gets it over. Nice dig by Jubilee. Spike right back at you. Dig by Hinojosa. Set up Hinojosa. Spike, or check that. That's Flores. Ball back over on the Titan side. Lady Cats are able to play it. Hernandez 2-hands it to the back row. Tijerina the pass. High set middle. Spiked across. Good dig that time on the back row by Jackie Hernandez. One-handed back over on the Lady Titan side. Free ball coming up for the Lady Cats. Good pass, look out for Hernandez. No second hit, over, catches him off guard. Point score. Tie game. Old Jim was looking for the set for Katrina Hernandez, including yours truly. Heads up play ties the game. Lady Titans set it up middle. Spiked over the blockers. Good coverage that time by Flores. 2-handed over this time. One-handed with a diving play by Bannock. That's Daniela Bannock. Free ball for the Lady Titans of Jubilee. Out of the net, they'll dig it out. Lady Cats on the attack. Set up Hernandez. Challenge at the net. Gets the win. Scored the point. Those challenges of the net are big as well. And that time, Katrina Hernandez gives Skidmore Tynan the lead. 3-2. Remember, we raced to 15 in this one, win by 2. Served by Jackie Hernandez across. That's an ace. Lady Cats go up 4-2. Timeout call by Jubilee. Skidmore Tynan up by 2. Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83.
Right now, how about this 2017 Alfa Romeo Giulia, loaded up with power everything, a rear camera, dual climate, and today it's yours, $1,000 down and just $450 a month. Or how about this, a 2014 Ford Mustang at 48,000 miles, leather seats, a shaker sound system, aftermarket exhaust, steering wheel controls, and a 5.0-liter engine. $23,999 today.
Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Cano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas. Back here in Kingsville, and Skidmore Tynan will serve again after the timeout. Deep serve, played by Jubilee, set it on the right side, block right back at you, point score for the Lady Cats. They tried to ease one over. There was a blocker of Katrina Hernandez right in their way. Good serve again, keeps them off balance. Tijerina from the back row, back angle, got the point for the Lady Titans. And they needed that. We saw during warm-ups that Valentina Tijerina could be a big hitter from that back row, just as well as the front row. Now she rotates front, outside left. Deep serve, that is in for the ace for the Lady Titans. 1-point game. Leslie Barrera will serve again for the Lady Titans of Brownsville. Gets it across, pass up near the net, they'll struggle, and a point scored. We're tied at 5 apiece. Back-to-back service points for Leslie Barrera. Jubilee now looking to take the lead. That's a line drive serve. It carries out of bounds. Trying to go for the narrow line. Ends up a service there. Brianna Flores back to serve for Skidmore Tynan. Deep serve. Played by Jubilee. Set up Tijerina. Looking for the back corner. Finds it. Ties the game at 6 apiece. Tijerina knew she didn't have to come up with a big swing that time. She had the front row or back row creeping way up. Now Alexis Robinson to serve. Good pass right on the money. They'll set it up for Hernandez. Off the net. Got the point. Lady Cats back up 1. 7-6. Katrina Hernandez rotates back to serve. Skidmore Tynan up by 1 here in game 5. Good pass by Gracia. They'll set it up for Tijerina middle. Played this time by Terry with a nice dig. This is Hinojosa. Tijerina with a pass. They'll set her up this time outside left on the angle. Good dig again by Hinojosa. Free ball. Ball pass forward. Set it up middle. Gracia gets it over and point scored. We're tied at 7. And here comes that midway point of this game. At a tie game, this one is a pivotal swing point. Julissa Garza gets it over for Jubilee. Pass up near the net. Punched over. Tijerina the pass for Jubilee. Set up Tijerina. Swings away. Puts it down. Lady Titans up 8-7. Tijerina reaching back for the extra. Lady Titans up 8-7. Back to serve is Julissa Garza. Deep serve, Terry with a pass. Hernandez keeps it in play. Free ball here. Tijerina the pass. She's feeling it right now. They'll feed her again. This time Terry with a good dig. Hernandez back set for the back row kill by Hernandez. Played on the back row by Robinson. Set it up to Gracia. Left hands it over. Hernandez the pass. Jackie Hernandez the set. Center set off the net. Point scored on a kill by Mari Gonzalez. We're tied at 8 apiece. Game 5 continues. Leslie Barrera to serve for Skidmore Tynan. Appreciate you joining. If you're watching this on our social media, please share the link on Facebook. A lot of fans out there don't know we're involved in this 5-game thriller in Kingsville between Skidmore Tynan and Brownsville's Jubilee. There's a good kill, and the Lady Cats go up 1 at 9-8. Skidmore Tynan back in control of the lead. Adriana Flores will serve. This is the way Game 4 played throughout. It was back and forth, extended to the 26-24 game. Lady Titans set up Tijerina. Good dig that time by Flores. Set up Jackie Hernandez. Tijerina with a dig. Gracia hits it over on the second hit. Played by Flores. Set it up Hernandez off the net this time. Punched up by Robinson. Set up Tijerina off the net. Looking for the back corner. Covered by Flores. A high set. Off the net. Angled across. Tijerina the pass for the Lady Titans. Set her up on the right side over the blockers. And a point scored. Ties it at 9. That rotation through was by far the most aggressive for Valentina Tijerina in the night. She'll step back to serve. Her team tied up at 9 apiece. Jump serve across, over the net, that's an ace. Lady Titans take the lead. Timeout called, Skidmore Tynan. Don't go away, we'll be right back. TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Back here as we continue our coverage of Game 5 of a best of 5 of a round 2 playoff game. Brownsville Jubilee, Skidmore Tynan. Jubilee with a 1-point lead. Skidmore Tynan took the timeout. Valentina Tijerina is ready to serve for the Lady Titans of Jubilee. On the jump serve, that's a cross. Good pass. High set. Hernandez hits it across. Tijerina will watch as they'll set it up left side, back angle. Point scored on a kill by Fernanda Bannock. Lady Titans go up 2. Jubilee trying to finish off the miracle comeback here after falling in the first 2 games. Tijerina to serve again. Gets it across with some pace. Second hit over. Nice coverage that time by Jubilee. Second hit over on the Skidmore Tynan side. In the net it goes. Point scored. Lady Titans go up 3. 12-9 lead. Tijerina will serve again for Brownsville Jubilee. Ready to serve it across. Angles it. Nice pass. Hit set this time. Punched over on the angle. Ball still alive on the Jubilee side. Gracia has it. Blocked right back at her. Skidmore Tynan, Mari Gonzalez. Makes it a 12-10 game. Back to serve is Jasmine Terry. 2-point game. Her serve is good. Pass by Robinson. Set up Tijerina on the back row. Angles it over. Played nicely. A high set. This is Jackie Hernandez off the double block. Punch by Gracia. Hernandez again. Tijerina there to dig it. Set it up off the net. Bannock punches that one over. Played by Hernandez. A free ball coming up for Jubilee. Robinson the pass. The set by Garza. Second hit over. Look for the back corner. Nothing doing. Lady Cats to within 1. 12-11 game. Back to serve is Jasmine Terry. Tijerina with a pass. Jubilee set it up quickly. Punched over and a point scored for the Lady Titans. And here, if you're Jubilee, you want to put it away. If you don't, Katrina Hernandez will rotate to the front row. Skidmore Tynan takes a timeout. They trail by 2. Jubilee 2 away from winning this. A huge serve coming up.
San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito, crucen por el Puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el Puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
I'm going to bring it back here as Jubilee Brownsville Lady Titans break out of the huddle. Back to serve is Jasmine Gracia. 13-11 game in game 5. Regardless who wins this one, it's going to be a heartbreaker to whoever drops this. Short serve across. High set middle. Hernandez reaches back corner, that's in! Jackie Hernandez, a kill. 13-12 game, and now Katrina Hernandez to the front row for Skidmore Tynan. Back to serve is Etika Hernandez. Etika puts it across. Punched up and off the net. Point scored. We're tied at 13 apiece. In game 5, Skidmore Tynans. Etika Hernandez ready to serve again. In the net, service error. Lady Titans up 1. 14-13, Jubilee Brownsville, 1 away from advancing to round 3 of the playoffs. Back to serve, Fernanda Bannock. Jump serve across. Good pass, a high set. Hernandez swings away, off the block, got the point, ties the game at 14 apiece. Game 5 moves on into extra frames. 2 points. Wins it for either team. It's got to be a 2-point advantage. High set middle, punched across, back row. And a point scored. Jubilee back on top, 15-14. Official calls a timeout. They're going to check a rotation. Right now for Jubilee Brownsville. They're good. Tijerina rotated to the front row. Here's a serve by Barrera. Across, that is out of bounds. We're tied at 15. Service error, opens the door. Brianna Flores steps back to serve. Game 5, tied at 15 apiece. Flores serves it across. And that's an ace. And the Lady Cats 1 away from winning it. 16-15. Flores to serve again. Trying to follow up the ace. Deep serve, Robinson the pass. Set up Tijerina off the net, blocks it across. Diving play on the back row. Hernandez will ease it over. Free ball for Jubilee. High set, Tijerina again, back angle. Nice dig again by Flores. Back row, in the net it goes. We're tied at 16. Like I said, if they can keep their serves in, this could go a long way. These two teams will refuse to back down. Alexis Robinson to serve for Jubilee Brownsville. Short serve. They'll set it up off the net. Played across. Jubilee with the ball. Set up Tijerina. Spikes it off the block. Point scored, Jubilee. Lady Titans up 1 at 17-16. Robinson back to serve. She by far has scored more points off the service line for Jubilee tonight than any other player. Serving here to try to win it. Gets it across. Pass up near the net. Dug out. And point scored. Jubilee advances to round 3 of the playoffs. 18-16 to win. An improbable come-from-behind win for Brownsville Jubilee. Skidmore Tynan won the first 2, 25-19, 25-18. Games 3, 4, and 5. Check them off. To Jubilee, their first appearance in the postseason. Will go round 3. That does it for our broadcast. Celebration for Jubilee Brownsville. We got volleyball coverage coming tomorrow, as we'll have the San Perlita Lady Trojans. We'll also have volleyball coverage on Saturday. I made the choice to come up here and cover volleyball tonight rather than go to a football game. I will not back down on that decision at all on Rio Sports Live, as we want to make sure we cover all athletes in the area, boys, girls, doesn't matter. First-year team in UIL competition. Brownsville Jubilee. What a broadcast. Reminding you, the broadcast of this game will be up. You'll be able to watch the highlights until the coaches ask us to pull it, and they may. And we also will have a highlight reel, which I'm going to run pretty much right after this game. Till next time, from Kingsville, Texas, Jubilee, Brownsville. 5-game thrilling win over Skidmore Tynan. Our thanks to both schools for allowing us to broadcast the game, allowing us to be in the spot to broadcast the game as well. Our thanks to Kingsville King. Good night from Kingsville.